Hey, hey, this is John Madel with another episode of the Porch Show. I have a story from my childhood that's kind of funny, kind of not. So, me and my childhood friend used to play in these woods, like a section of woods, really close to my house, and we would play like hide and seek or whatever. So one day we're playing in the woods and we find a lighter and it works. And so we have this lighter. We're lighting leaves on fire, making little campfire looking fires. And I get the idea to we found an empty oil can. So I stuck the oil can into the little pile of leaves that was on fire, and the oil can caught fire. So, we're giggling and stuff. We're like 8 or 9 years old. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I kicked the oil can and it landed perfectly inside the hole of this tree. And before I know it, the entire tree catches on fire, all the way up into the branches. It was dry out. There wasn't much leaves on the trees or anything. So the tree caught fire, and then it spread to all the other trees. So, before we know it, we're, surrounded by fire. And we're we need to get out of here. So me and my buddy, booked it out of the woods. And, we start hearing fire department sirens and stuff. So all these fire trucks show up. And this stretch of woods is probably, 150 yards long, maybe 50 yards wide. It's it's a pretty major fire. So anyway, all these fire trucks show up. We just get the hell out of there and flee the scene. So me and my buddy are like, all right, well, we're gonna go home for dinner or whatever. So I'm sitting at the dinner table. My mom's like, hey, there were a bunch of fire trucks and stuff that went by earlier. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? And I'm sitting there trying to look innocent. I'm like, I acted offended, no, Mom, I don't even know what you're talking about. No, I didn't have anything to do with that. So, the next night at dinner, I, felt so guilty. I was like, Mom, me and my buddy were playing with a lighter, and we caught the whole woods on fire. So I think we, probably ruined the ecosystem of those patch of woods for a while. And I felt really bad about it, but it was truly an accident. And I've been trying to watch a little more TV, non-sports related. I'll pretty much watch anything that has to do with sports, but I've been watching cartoons. And there's this cartoon called Paw Patrol. It's this it's all these dogs that have their own special little power, and they solve cases in the place, it's called Adventure Bay, where they live. They saved a beached whale the other day, and there was a beehive in Captain Turbott's lighthouse that they had to transport to Farmer Yumi's farm. That's good stuff. And then SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know how I've been missing out on that cartoon for so long. That's a pretty solid cartoon. And the other day I was watching, you probably heard of it, it's called Planet Earth. It's basically like a National Geographic show. And the episode I was watching, sorry Nick, you wouldn't have had time for a show anyway, man, you're working. So anyway, I'm watching Planet Earth, this show, it's like National Geographic. And, like I'm watching, the episode was about coral reefs and like under the ocean, like the ecosystems under the ocean and stuff. And the filming of it is like underwater. It's like real calming, and like the narrator has like a real calming voice. And I'm sitting there like just amazed, like for like 40 minutes straight. Like it was so calming, like I think I like reached like a Zen state or something. Like it really felt like I was meditating. But anyway, that's going to be enough for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Check out my YouTube channel. It's called John Madel, The Porch Show. If you search for that, you'll find me. And I hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching. I'll keep bringing you more stuff as I think of it. We're going to have some guests coming up on the show, so that should be exciting. And until next time.